Night falls over Tenochtitlan, and the lake holds its breath. A soft drum echoes from the temple steps, and every torch flickers like it is afraid to be seen. A young priest named Yaotl walks with a basket of copal and a reed flute, sent by the Kalmikak to calm what people are whispering about, because families near the causeway say they hear a woman weeping on the water. The elders call her Cihuacoatl in a voice too small for the name, the serpent woman, a mother spirit who once warned of war. Tonight, she sounds closer. Yaotl believes in order, in calendars and omens, in the Huey, Tlatoani's sacred duty to keep the sun rising with ritual. He tells himself, spirits listen to courage. By the great canal, he meets a fisher girl named Xochitl, who wraps a cloak tight and holds a conch like a knife. Her father vanished 2 nights ago, after he said he saw a white heron stand on the temple steps at midnight, which everyone knows is a sign of grief. They both see feathers drifting on still water, and none of the birds are moving. A jaguar growls from the dark, but it is only a stone jaguar mask staring from a shrine, teeth wet with dew. Yaotl sprinkles copal, draws a glyph for breath, and the smoke curls the wrong way, sliding into the canal as if the water is breathing in. The weeping begins as a thin sound and grows until it fills the reed boats tied to the posts. Xochitl steps back because the water shows a city upside down, and in that reflection, the temples are cracked and the lake is dry. They hear a rattle like rain on bone. Yaotl remembers the old stories of tzitzimime, star demons who eat people when the sun fails, and how eclipses make even warriors shiver. He raises the flute and plays the 4 notes he learned to call a calm wind. But the wind does not listen. A woman rises in the canal, hair black as obsidian, face veiled with reeds. She speaks in a mother's voice that comes from behind them and below them at once. And she says, "Children are not ready for the storm that climbs the mountains." She asks where the keepers of hearts have hidden their fear. Xochitl cries out her father's name, and the woman turns, and every torch along the causeway dies as if pinched by a giant hand. The city does not move, but a shadow of the city moves beneath the water, walking faster than any person. Yaotl sees the moon catch on the tip of Templo Mayor, and for a heartbeat, the moon looks bitten. He thinks of the codices that warn of nights when the stars hunt and the serpents in the sky wake. They run for the temple steps, feet slapping the stones that still hold the warmth of day. Old women selling maize crosses themselves with salt and throw kernels into the dark. A warrior with eagle feathers stares at his own reflection and cannot pull his eyes away because his reflection is missing a face. Yaotl calls for the keeper of the sacred fire, and a boy answers, saying the flame hissed and went blue, and then went toward the lake like a flower. On the highest platform, the drums begin again, slow and heavy, like a heart trying to remember its work. Yaotl and Xochitl look down at the water. The woman is gone, but the weeping lingers, echoing between Chinampa gardens like a thread that someone will not cut. Yaotl says, this is a warning, not a curse, and that warnings can be bargained with. Xochitl says, the lake took one father and will not take another. Tomorrow, before the sun, They will climb to the serpent wall and ask the stone heads what they remember when the sky goes dark. Tonight, they keep watch with copal and a single clay lamp, and they wait to hear if the stars keep their places or start to walk. If the stars walk, they know the tzitzimime are hungry. If the weeping stops, they fear the silence even more. Stay with me, because this is only the first night, and the lake has many voices.